way over.
You're not
You
chipping
are
on the other
doing
side.
all proper on-course decision making with this.
Yeah. For me, the future of golf is to make it more real. To close the gap between practice and play.
Feel like
We're not playing swing anymore, we're playing golf.
I feel like I'm having a Eureka moment with that, and that is like, I reckon if you could get every golfer on this for 15 minutes, I would hazard a guess you'd be stacked with orders. So I'm here in the Zen Swing Stage, and today's episode is going to be incredible. Actually, it's going to be mind-blowing. Basically, Zen Golf are a British company making a wonderful product that is making sim golf or virtual golf as good as real as it can be. So you will see me on a stage. It moves according to the light conditions and the angles and all that kind of thing. And it replicates the courses that you're actually going to be playing at. What's good is that you are getting some meaningful practice. And we've talked over the winter period about meaningful practice and what that actually, the benefits that you can get from that. So you'll be able to enjoy basically a live playing lesson I've had with Will at Royal County Down, which is our #1 ranked golf course in the top 100. And there's some real Eureka moments that I got from this episode and from this experience that I had. But please check them out online, give them a follow on their socials. We'll drop all the links in our descriptions, and keep an eye out because this new TrackMan integration that they've got where it adjusts to the lie is totally game changing. And they've just been at the PGA show in Orlando, so they've got their US tans, and it really is just taking the industry by storm. So strap yourselves in. What a wonderful episode this is.
So yeah, so we're playing County Down.
Royal County Downs. Royal
That's
County
it.
Downs #1 on our list.
Not just playing County Down. You're going to feel the slopes of
I'm going to feel the slopes of County Downs. So yeah, I mean, like this is it. This is now world famous now, Will. Right? This.
Yeah.
The world famous Zen Green Stage.
Yeah.
Swing Stage.
Zen
Swing Stage. And we've got a TrackMan integration here. This stage is gonna move as I'm playing golf.
Yeah.
Which
So
is mind blowing.
Yeah. So today, instead of you paying £400 for a round plus your caddy, you get me for free and you get a round for free. So let's see how you play.
Yeah.
A little bit cheeky.
Get a fan. Can we have a fan, please? I need some wind.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah,
Amazing.
I'm your caddy today. I'm gonna talk you through the course. I want you to talk back to me.
Right,
I just want you
wonderful.
to let me know what you're thinking.
Okay, well look, it's a par 5 to start here, so looking pretty narrow. I probably need to head out a little bit to the right. So yeah, Will's my virtual caddy, and I've sort of eschewed talking to your caddy as you're making shot selections and what you want to do, because it helps you visualize a little bit. So we'll see how that works. But this is one of those fairways. Again, it's like two-tone cut, I think I can see. I've had my eyes tested, you see, recently, and I've got some new glasses now, which are semi-varifocal, so I can see better.
Like Superman now.
Yeah, exactly. I can actually see in HD. Finally. So I've sent that onto the beach, I think. Have you got a beach setting on your...
No, we've got out of bounds setting now, and that's in there.
What does that do then?
Back to the tee.
Oh, it's moving. It's actually moving there.
Yeah, so it's actually moving to the slope of the sand, which you would actually be stood on there. So you've got a decision. You can either re-hit or you can pick up from wherever you want to go.
Oh, I'll re-hit. Go on.
So we're going to re-hit.
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's a breakfast ball. Not worry about that one.
Yeah.
But already you can sort of see where the experience is going. So
this
as soon as you hit that
will
ball
then...
and it came to rest, it's going to basically replicate the exact slope you're going to have on the course.
And it will... yeah, so as soon as the ball comes to rest.
Yeah.
Your lie angle changes.
Yeah.
So the big challenge is when you're playing sim golf, and obviously it's been winter time, so I've been playing quite a lot of sim golf, has been, and I was joking about it before, I love playing out a rough on a simulator because it's a lovely, perfect lie again. You can just hit it and it's fine. But suddenly that's out of the equation now because you are going to get the severe hill, all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, really, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what I'm excited. I'm excited just to hear how you play golf and listen and watch how you play golf.
Yeah, absolutely. which is, it's all decisions you're making at the time when you're playing.
That's more like it. Straight down the pipe. It's a little fade off. That's all fine now.
I'm liking that right-hand side rough, aren't I? Oh yeah, so that's right. So we're getting now a bit uphill.
Bit
I
of
mean,
left to
that's
right.
drastically different now.
Yeah.
That. I think you're onto something here, Will.
Maybe.
Maybe
We might be onto something.
This could be something that could work. I think
So,
it's got legs.
As your caddy, I'm going to let you know a couple of things.
Okay.
So, to the green, you're 282 yards. Let's think the end of the fairway, sort of where it closes in, 217 yards.
Okay.
Yeah. You're out the rough, so it's going to take a bit of distance off that, which is probably going to make it like a 250 shot. So, from there, at the end of the fairway, it's going to leave you 100 yards in. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
okay.
are you thinking, sir?
So, line of the flag is going to drop me where you've got that. So that's a 3-wood, is it? It's going to drop me 270 with 100 left.
Doesn't have to. It's just a simulated 3-wood, so that might be
So
a rescue for you.
I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll play my 4 hybrid. I think here.
Nice.
I think, which should give me a bit of forgiveness, hopefully. But I can usually get this about 200-ish. I think I'm just basically going straight to the flag.
Perfect.
Straight to the flag. Yeah, like, just... I can't say this is enough to make me think about where I'm aiming or anything in terms of slope at the minute.
It's a lovely strike.
So still in the rough. And the floor is again moving now.
So what you're going to
And
get
see,
is a
now
really
it's
severe
giving me
slope.
the... So this is now ball above the feet.
Yep.
Which is kind of where you want to be at, don't you? This is the sort of stuff you want to be practicing. And that's appreciably above my feet now, that.
Yeah, so this is going to go to max slope now. So now you've got 170 yards. You've got a similar lie in the rough. You can see the green. You've got plenty of green in front of you. Yeah, the last shot you pitched about, 155. So front of the green is probably going to be about right for you. And based on this club and coming out the rough, yeah, I think if you stuck with this club...
I think it's my 4 hybrid again.
Yeah.
I'm going to aim a little bit right to adjust for this slope.
Yeah.
Because it's going to shoot off to the left. And hopefully my natural draw will come into it a bit as well. So, right, that's my aim out there. Choke down a little bit on the club. Oh, isn't that too far right? Is it going to come round, is the question? No. That is so much different.
This is it. So this is...
It's mind-blowing.
You can already hear, like, instead of you just stepping up and going, right, how far is it? What club do I need to hit?
Yeah.
You're thinking about...
You're only ever looking at one number normally on your sim.
Yeah.
You're only looking at what the distance is.
Exactly.
I mean, look, it's moving back down now, and like it's pretty much...
You've got a left to right slope
Sort
now.
of left to right here.
So you've got a left to right pitch.
Interesting.
You've got a decent amount of green to work with. Coming out of rough again.
This is so good. Right.
Talk me through the shot. What are you thinking?
I'm going to get my...
So
I'm going to play my gap wedge here, I think.
Nice. So to
Probably
carry it
a
onto the
little-
green is 30 yards. To the pin, it's 44.
Probably it's my 50... This is just my 50-degree gap wedge here. So I'm probably just going to go with a little half of this, I think. Yeah, a little half of this. A little Dan Greaves special, I think I'll do. It's probably not enough.
Bounce through.
That's okay.
Good effort. So we've got it on auto 2-putt.
Perfect.
So if you're inside that little
That's
circle...
a good thing, Will, I think. Am I putting at the minute?
We'll find out later.
Amazing.
So auto 2-putt, and then we're straight onto the next hole.
Yeah, and
So
then your stage is going to set itself to the next tee.
Yep.
Incredible.
So...
You can't... You could play raw county down. you could play that on repeat for the rest of your life, and you could probably never play the same thing ever again because you're going to be on different bits of the course all the time.
Exactly. We're human beings. We don't do the same thing every time, do we?
Yeah.
We're not robots. You know, everyone who plays golf knows that they swing it different every single day. So
Yeah.
instead of you just going on a sim and experiencing the visual aspect of the sim golf, now you're actually experiencing the golf course, aren't you? And everything which that brings into it. Right, par 4.
Yeah. So it was. I mean, what's interesting is that we've talked on previous episodes with other guests, and there have been other guests. I'm sorry, Will, but we spoke about meaningful. I know about meaningful practice.
Yeah.
And this is about as meaningful as it gets.
Yeah.
It's practicing the actual course, but it's never going to be repeated.
No. In sports science, in like motor learning, we call this representative
Yeah.
practice. So it's representative learning design. So it's about trying to take as much from the actual practice environment into where we play into the practice environment. So if you were just on a range, a perfect example of that is just go, right, I'm going to go stand on the range. I'm going to visualize the golf course which I'm playing, my golf course. I'm going to go, right, off the first tee, it's a driver. Then based on where I hit it, I'm probably going to have on how well you hit it, or left or right. You understand your course, you go, right, next I'm going to have a sand wedge in, so the next shot's a sand wedge. So instead of just going, right, I'm going to pick out a flag and I'm going to beat 100 balls 7-iron. You know what I mean? So there's a big difference between what you actually do on the golf course compared to what you do in terms of your practice. And that's what we talk about, meaningful, purposeful practice.
Yeah.
So the same thing here. Yes, we're going to go and play golf. We're going to have some fun, and we're going to, you know, maybe crack a few beers open, have a bit of pizza within a sim environment. But actually, if we can actually make practice more realistic and as close to the experience which we have on a golf course, the transfer of those skills are going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to go and be really good at ice skating, what do you need to do? You need to get your ice skates on, and you need to get on some ice.
Get on some ice.
There's no point in getting ice skates on and doing it on the carpet here,
Yeah.
because ultimately the glideability, what the ice gives you, is the same thing as the hit ability of what the golf course gives you. So the slope changes how you see a shot, changes how you feel. Because
Yeah.
you're human, you're adapting. But also then when you go onto the golf course, and this is why it's so important to make sure that you have on-course practice, is that you're then going into the different lies and feeling what those are like. What's it feel like to open a wedge up in the rough? How do you play with like closing it down?
Yeah.
And all those different things. So it's something which we'll explore.
And obviously you've got I'll hit this one. I'll do my George Bush. Now watch me hit this
Now
drive.
watch me. If it draws,
very
you might be
high.
all right. Catch a bit, or you're gonna have a slope there, mate.
Oh yes. Here we go. So ball's landing now. It's moving.
you're gonna have a massive left to right slope. So the
Big slope.
The ball's gonna be. Don't know why it's saying that. The ball's gonna be well below your feet.
Yep.
End of the fairway is still 173 yards.
Yep.
So we want to give yourself a shot, an opportunity to have a next shot in. So if we can hit it 150 yards, we're going to have about 100 yards in. So think about the slope. Think about the rough. It's going to take up about 25% of your shot.
Yeah.
So anything which goes like 170 yards, 160 yards is the shot which we're looking at here.
Probably. Well, I mean, out of this rough, I wouldn't be playing this club normally. Clearly,
What club have you got?
I've got a 5 in my hand,
Okay, so let's.
but I'm thinking of the distance and how much that's going to come off. Do you not think that's right?
No, I think you're playing it right in terms of the distances, but then, like you say, you're off this slope,
Yeah.
and then you also got things in front of you, so you do have a large mound ahead of you.
Got to get that over.
Yeah,
Can we go with 7? What do you think?
Yeah,
you
I
think
think
7's a good one?
I think 7's a great shot.
A
You might end up with
full-blooded
a bit of
7?
a longer club in. You might end up going 7-6 or 7-7, but I
Okay.
don't think that's a bad thing.
7-6. Right. Okay. Let's do it. So, if I'm sloping that way.
Yeah. So
I need to
if you look at where the pin is,
higher up on the grip.
yeah. If you look at where
I've got to get over that mound, haven't I? Actually,
You've
yeah,
got to
that's
go a
true.
little, and think about the fairway. So have a look in the bottom right. So the fairway's going a little bit left to right in terms of the angle of it.
Yeah. So that's going to
So
take
think
it
about the
round that
slope.
anyway.
You're going to be fading towards that. So let's use that. So you can,
So
you
a
know,
little
aim
bit
a
left of that
further
flag
left.
symbol, do you think?
Yeah, I think where I'd be looking is you see where the hills join.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's a good spot.
Yeah,
Are you happy with that?
I'm good with that.
And
This
commit
is-
with some intent.
Honestly, it's mind-blowing being stood here and not just being like absolutely solid on your
Yeah.
footing. This is just, I don't need to tell you, but this is game changing.
A lovely strike.
What shot?
What a position. There you go.
That's brilliant.
Oh, and you got the roll.
There we go.
Oh.
Someone learn how to play golf. Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Duffer, the captain, my caddy there, I think, who's taught me into a good shot there. Oh, this is my 101 yard club, and that's only because I got a tracker on the end, so I know what average is. So I'm just going to play a little 3/4-ish, I think, because I'm
Nice.
right in the fairway, so should be good on this one. Has it got enough?
Yeah, lovely.
Nice.
Safe as houses.
There we go. It's quite easy, this Royal County Down course. Don't know what the fuss is all about. Right, okay, so this
280
is...
to the end of the fairway. This is a tough hole. It's going to be a long second shot in, but so this is all about making sure you give yourself a good position on the fairway.
Right, okay.
Because you don't want to be hitting out the rough.
Don't want to be hitting out the rough, right, okay.
If you do,
That's
it makes it a
fine.
3-shot hole straight away.
Going for that, is that a bunker?
Yeah,
can
love
see.
it, that dune on the left. Yeah?
That's my line there, I think. Right. Oh. Where's that wind? That wind can bring it in a bit. Come on.
Sit. Don't go in.
I can't see. Oh no, just under.
Just under.
Did I say I could see better with my new glasses? I can't really.
So you got 2, 4, 5. Okay, you're out the rough. The rough isn't too
5.
bad. But you're out the rough.
What have I got? Oh, here we go. Right,
go.
right. Whoa. Right, so we got... Well, there's plenty of fairway to work with.
Yeah.
Once I get over the thing, so I might just... I might take my medicine a little bit here and just go...
That sounds a good decision. So what do you want in? Let's build it back from the hole. What's a nice club for you to have in?
I reckon if I had my gap wedge with me, that get me 100 in would be great.
So for you to have bob on 100 to the pin, you're looking at like 140.
I can feel this moving as you're adjusting where the light... it's those micro adjustments even on...
Yeah. So if you were stood on a lie, if you turned, so if it's
Yeah, if you're
way,
like...
if I look that way,
Yeah.
then you're looking around the slope. So if I even just move our aim over here, it's going to change.
It is, yeah. It's moving there because suddenly
Because ultimately the slope's changing because you're changing your position within it. So it's really a real experience of golf.
It's like a core workout, this as well, at the same time. I love it.
There you go. You can talk to your wife about that. I've
So
got to
that is
play
great.
more
Yeah,
golf
I have
in
to,
the sim.
I have to do this, yeah.
It's great for my balance, my
Yeah.
proprioception.
It's good for my
That's
quads.
just gonna, when I'm older, it means I'm not going to fall as much. You know, we're going to stay out of the NHS. We're going to save
Millions.
the government
Millions.
in falls and frailty by just
Yes.
playing golf in a sim.
I will. I won't.
Hey, no, you can.
No. No. Well, I've always dreamt of having a pyramid, but I don't want to wreck it now. Always dreamt of it. It's quite funny actually. We've sort of been. So look there, like that ball wants to.
Yeah.
There you go.
It'll want to move.
It wants to move off. I mean, that's how amazing. Which you knew already, but you can never get sick of people saying that, right?
Well, what we want is we want people to not see this as amazing. We want people to see this as a necessity.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel like a novelty. It should feel like, well, why would I go and hit balls on the flat? Like,
Yeah.
Because apart from the tee shots, every single one of these has had a slope.
Yeah.
And with it, there's been a decision to make based on that.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
if we're trying to help people make better decisions on the golf course, both in what clubs they hit and how they feel and how confident they are,
Yeah.
then we need that, don't we?
But it's like you're saying as well, like, tell me what you're thinking. And like, you're practicing that decision making
Yeah.
as well. And if you can play this often enough, you're ingraining those practices already. So you're sort of thinking, well, I know it's this kind of slope. I need to be aiming a little bit more right. Like,
Yeah.
you're having that chat as you're walking up to it.
You're having
Pace of play. I'm thinking of
massive-
pace
oh,
of
yeah,
play.
that's it.
this is going to solve pace of play
Yeah.
for a problem. Yeah, but you know, it's
But
exactly that,
it's
isn't
helping
it?
decision making, it's helping visualization, it's helping
Yeah.
build confidence through competence. So together, rather than going, right, I want to get confident with my 7-iron, I'm just going to hit a load of 7-irons.
Yeah.
But what happens when you've got a 7-iron into a little bit of breeze and you've got to step on it, or you've got a 7-iron you need to actually hit a bit more flighted, or lift it up a little bit more because the
Yeah.
pin's tucked. Like, those are all different things based on the environment,
Yeah.
which we're not practicing, are we?
Interesting. Yeah. I mean, also, I'll bring this back to a top 100 type thing now. So we're playing county down here, and that's deliberately so. It's number 1 on our list, and it's a links course. So you're going to get all the slopes. But if I practice this at home, now, if I was fortunate enough to be able to afford one of these to get to have at home, right? And if you subscribe to the channel, then that could be a possibility. But say if that was a possibility and you're doing it and you're practicing it, when you actually get to the course, you're only really introducing 1 or 2 variables then, aren't you? You're actually introducing quality of lie and then the weather.
Yeah.
And that's it. And that's always going to be there. That's not something you can ever really
No.
replicate. But that you can suddenly deal with that a lot better than all of this suddenly going on. And even like, because, you know, I'm stood here on a course that's going to cost me £500 to play.
Yep.
Looking forward to it, but then I send it out wide a little bit, and then you're like, oh, right, now, what do I need to do? You're not thinking about your golf shot. You're just thinking, like, what do I need to do? Where's this? What's that? You know?
Yeah.
Well, that, can I
Are you
even
trying to
hit
think about, like, trying to get the most out of it? Like, I
Yeah.
pay £500 to be here. I want to embrace the moment. I want to feel good. I don't want to feel like I'm questioning myself, questioning my swing. You want
Yeah.
to be like in the moment.
Yeah.
If you can play in the moment,
And you just
practice in the
enjoy your golf a
moment,
bit
you
more then,
can
right?
enjoy the game a bit more.
Right, well, talking of enjoyment, there's a little speck that's on that hill. Looks like a person, but I don't think it is.
I like to see it, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to go for and hope that it's going to come in. Do you think that's too far out?
No, I'm happy with that. You also got
You
to
happy
put
with
the
that,
pins
Kenny?
on the left side
Although
of the
having
green.
said that, yeah.
The pin's on the left side of the green, so if you're attacking if it goes straight, you're going to end up on the right-hand side, and you'll have more green to play with. That makes sense? Because you'll be going towards
So what
the
are you
pin.
saying? You're saying I need to go at the flag?
No.
Or no,
What
go for
I'm
that
saying is
spec.
if you do end up on the right side of the fairway,
Yeah,
Yeah.
there.
It's going to open up the
Open
green.
it up a bit more.
Yeah.
Right.
If you go left, then you're going to be shooting either to a tighter pin position,
Yeah, or over
or
that bunker
you're just going to have to
potentially, or-
just go middle of green.
Right.
Makes sense?
That sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So
Getting
choke down a little
strategic.
bit.
Lovely.
Well, at this moment in time, my thoughts are turning to how I get one of these in the car. Because this is friggin' incredible. And there we go.
So
I'm on the
you got
fairway
91
now.
yards. So you got your nice little gap wedge out.
Yep.
You're going to have a left to right downhill slope.
Yeah, okay.
So think about where the pin is. Think about the amount of green you got in front of you, and then think about, right, what's this trajectory going to come out like off
You
this
know what?
slope?
I will also say, like, that's... I mean, okay, when you look at this, then it looks like a decent sort of slope, but it's quite subtle, but it's enough, isn't it, to know it's all going up down towards that corner, and it does just change your eye perception of where the ball is, and
it's changing, like you say, it's changing
just
your
stuff you need to
proprioception,
check.
how you
Yeah, you just need to check this sort of stuff, don't you? And if you're practicing that all the time,
it becomes instinctive, doesn't
yeah,
it?
you're going to become a better golfer from it.
Safe as houses. Lovely.
There we go. If I could do that in real life, I'd be all right. Actually, I'm trying to think about how I can take this out on the course with me now. This is great. Wonderful.
We've got par 3. We'll play one more hole after. We'll play this one and then the next one.
Okay.
And then we've got a 5-hole mix, and we've got some good decisions which we can come back to.
Okay.
So this is quite a long one. It's
Right.
a tough one.
Downhill?
Yes, downhill, 6.5 yards. Just over 6 yards downhill.
I think
You're playing into wind.
this is my
Might be a little forward.
full hybrid
Remember,
territory.
looking at where the pin is, it looks like it's at the back. All the trouble, to me, looks
short,
like it's
isn't it?
short.
Yeah. So if you want to be big, if anything. With my 4 hybrid, I think.
Yeah. I think that 4 hybrid is not going to come down, drop and stop, is it? It's going to release. So.
Yeah, got to release out a bit.
Yeah.
Right, wonderful. Okay, let's do this.
I love that you're going to go and collect a ball rather than just pick one up.
I know. I'm sorry. The people looking at it just go, what is he doing? Why? Okay.
That's a beautiful strike, mate. Just draw a bit for him.
Come on. Joe, I had the distance there, didn't I?
You had the distance right.
This is going to be devilish.
So this is going to be
Yep.
this is going to be a great one. So you've got a downhill chip. So the slope is downhill.
Yeah.
You're playing into what looks like a downhill green, like it's going away from you.
I
but
mean,
you've got to lift
look
it
at
up.
this now. Yeah, this is incredible.
So
now.
this is a golf shot which everyone hates.
Yeah.
You've got to play a lofted shot from a downhill lie.
You're going to face this a decent amount of times.
Yep, onto a green which is running away from you.
Right.
So I'm interested to see how you solve this problem.
Yeah. Me too, mate. Me too. So I'm thinking I need to get right. What am I doing here now? So I can't really. Oh, do you know what? Actually, here's what I'm going to do. There's a little. It's quite a bit uphill there to get to. Then you get onto the actual
Yeah, the
green.
green's raised, isn't it?
I'm going to try and stab it about 3/4 of the way up that hill, which is then going to send it up a little bit more, and then it'll go onto the green. What are you saying?
I like the way you're
That's
thinking.
a bold strategy.
No, I like the way you're thinking. That's links golf. I love the idea.
I think there because I think with what it's going to shoot like elevation, I'm going to struggle.
Yeah.
To get here. I mean, I could open up and try and do it, but I've got a chance here that it just really shoots out. Yeah. I think with this slope.
Yeah.
So
that's it. What you're doing now is you're using the slope, aren't you?
Yeah, I could just, even if I just had like the
slope's going to give
a 9-iron or something. Yeah. Just bump it as normal because the slope then doesn't come into it for me.
Yeah, well, the slope's helping you hit the shot which you're seeing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's de-lofting.
I think that's what I think I'm going to do, and then you can send your answers on a postcard as to what you think actually does happen. But I think just stab it into the hill, and if it's wet, is that replicated on here?
Links course, it's going to be dry, sure, but it is Ireland.
Okay.
Love the idea.
Over the other side.
So now you've got a really uphill chip with not much green to work with.
And then you get the movement of the stage to do that. Yes. I feel like everyone has to try this at some point because I think this is a real... what's the word I'm going to use now? It obviously is blowing my mind, clearly, but like it's the realism. It really is, because you would be stood here just like, right, okay, well, my weight is shoving me down that way, and that's going to then bring my club. I could skull it somewhere, I've kind of really got to think I've got to get my weight forward. I've got to think about my contact here, whereas if it's a flat one, my contact is almost guaranteed, isn't it? I don't have to
Well,
keep
it's
the weight
everything's
forward.
Neutral, isn't it?
Yeah, don't have to keep the weight forward. So the technique of playing with these is, like I say, is it just getting ingrained? You're just doing it all the time. Wowzer. Okay.
Go on, talk me through your mind.
So I think, what have I got? 11 yards, not got long here. I think it
No.
just needs a little gentle.
To the edge of the green, just to give you an understanding, is 6 yards to the edge of the green,
6 yards.
11 yards to the pin.
Right. Okay. Well, the ball's going to shoot up anyway because I've got that uphill slope to go with. If I'm out on the course here, what I'm doing here now is I'm doing a toe down, and I'm going to be sending the club head out here and then cutting across it to get elevation, but then also it should land softly then. That's
Love
what
it.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'd be doing. So let's do it.
See it.
Let's do it. All the weight on the front. Slightly open.
Nipped it beautifully.
And you know, I'd be happy with that because got a chance at the putt and it's not way over.
You're not
You
chipping
are
on the other
doing
side,
all proper on-course decision making with this.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I just literally put a note. I just put a note in social media for our social media group saying, "We've got top 100 podcasts in today filming. It's phenomenal to hear a mid-high handicapper thinking about their shots because of the slopes."
Yeah. Like I think probably more so than I would be thinking on the course.
You think that
Decision making.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a thing because you're in. This is what psychological safety is all about. People,
Yeah.
it's a new term which is coming to not only just the workplace, but how we practice and how we put both athletes in where they are. So this is something which came about because of everything which happened at Sky Cycling. So what environment are we creating? The beautiful thing which you've got here is that this is your environment. You're in charge of this environment.
Yeah.
If you want to go and play a different course, you can click on this computer here and go and play something different. But what we've got here is a place where you can be comfortable, where you can develop confidence, where, you know, if you do have a bad shot, you've got an opportunity to reflect on it. And if you really want to, and what we will do, jump back to that shot again in a different game mode and go practice it.
Yeah.
In your own time, in your own space. Not rushed by anyone on the course, not rushed by the people which you're playing with. If they're having a bad round there, or you've got people behind you, or you're trying to keep up with the group in front, for example. But it's giving you a chance where you can really just become aware of the golf course, what it does with you, and how you adapt to it. But also then, how many different ways you can start solving problems out there as well.
Yeah. Do you know, I think that there's a further thing. As you were saying that, I think there's another thing that comes into play here, and that is, like, if I mess that shot up, I'm not thinking about, I've sent it over to the other tee and I've got to go and apologise to somebody, or I've got to go now get my scuba diving gear and I've got to go and fish it out the sea or whatever. The fear isn't there, is it? So you will experiment a little bit more. But I was purely thinking about what shot do I want to actually play, not, like, oh, somebody's watching. Like my playing partner, Chris, he's watching, and if I mess this, is he going to laugh at me? You're in your own little safe space, like you said.
Yeah.
And the fear has disappeared, and you just can concentrate on executing.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty good. Right, okay, so it's driver, isn't it? Driver there too. Was it 280 to the end of the fairway there? It was a bit further on.
Yep, driver straight away. There's not too much to worry about.
Now, obviously, this is the burning question for everybody would be, what's been, and I don't mean it to sound horrible to you guys or whatever, but like, why hasn't this happened before or sooner?
So we've been around for 30, well, realistically about 13 years. So I did like we spoke on our last podcast, I did my master's research on the first ever green stage, which was made out of wood, out of car jacks, made by my dad, you know. So in terms of a product which is just replicating the experience of a golf course or stuff like that, it's come a long way as a product for it to be digital enough to interact with the digital age of this. But also, you know, the way which we coach this game is so geared around a fix. You know, it's a quick fix. It's you come for a lesson, and it's all about optimizing. Right, how many lessons can I get in a day?
Yeah.
What do I charge per lesson so I can optimize the amount of money which I need to be able to survive as a coach? The biggest problem which you've got is that, you know, golf traditionally has been built around that model. It's a commercial model. And why it hasn't happened sooner is because other people have got to pay their bills because they've made a technology which works for that model.
Yeah. Okay.
So measure the data, provide that data to a coach so they can prescribe how to solve the problem to the student.
Yeah.
Like ultimately, what you'll find today and what you're already finding is that you're coaching yourself.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying there's not a role of a coach, but the switch up is that the coach stops becoming a mechanic and you come to the garage and you go, right, clutch is gone, quick, stick a new clutch in there, or tyres are going bald, let's sort the tyres out, or the brakes are sticking, come in, I'll fix it, you'll have it back in the rest of the day. That's traditional coaching. And what we're trying to move towards is moving coaches from mechanics to mentors. So standing here and having this co-adaptive relationship, understanding you as a golfer, because we're actually utilizing your experience within the environment to understand how do you think, how do you solve problems. So the reason why it hasn't is because the whole mental shift of where golf's been to where it's going now is totally different.
Yeah.
Like in the past, it's always been driven from the top down. And what we're starting to see now, particularly after COVID, it's being driven from the bottom up. Like the communities within golf are becoming the biggest driving power. You're seeing people who were not good at golf becoming the stars of golf.
Okay, if I flip that around then as well, so I asked you a bit cheekily why it hasn't happened yet. Equally, what's changed that suddenly enabled that?
More people realizing what's missing.
Hmm.
I think it's taken a while for people to realize. We were early as a company, really early, and that was only mainly because of the person behind the brand and how they thought about golf and how they thought about learning, and also that it's expensive to do what we do. You know, people aren't going to take a punt on something because they think it's a good idea. But also, for us, we knew that we always had a theoretical underpinning of what we did. So, what's called ecological dynamics. So, it's a full blown theory of how you learn as a human being. Underpins everything which is designed around these products and how that experience is then integrated with TrackMan right now. So it's about creating realism, the word which you use. It's about
Yeah.
making sure what we call the constraints, the environment, the task, and the performer are constantly adapting
Yeah.
because that's what we experience on the golf course. So why it hasn't happened, you know, it's the commercial culture of what golf has always been, the quick
Yeah.
fix thing.
I suppose the technology hasn't allowed it
Yeah,
quite
and
yet, has it?
technology, you know, even now, like we're iterating our system so it's twice as fast. It can move quicker, not only quicker, but to different gradients in different ways.
Yeah.
It can integrate from the digital tech stack with different things from APIs, with launch monitors, but also where we want to go in the future is the wearables which you have on the golf course.
Yeah. Okay.
So you go and play County Down, and then it goes, right, these are the shots, and this is where you hit them.
So recreate all of that
And recreate it in here, draw that data from there into this. So if you look what TrackMan's already doing with Upgame, they're doing the same thing, but
right.
they're doing it in a sim, and it's
That's
still a flat.
static and
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but what we want to do is then pull that data from Upgame into TrackMan and then into us. So let's go and play
Yeah.
that course, or let's go and recreate the experiences which you have on that golf course. So instead of just going, oh, from this distance, 100 to 120 yards is where your weaknesses are. Let's go and, all right, so let's go on that and let's understand, are they from this type of slope or that type of slope? Is it when the pin's close or is it when you've got a lot of green to work with? Sometimes people bottle it when they've got a lot of green to work with.
Right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it
Yeah.
changes your perception. So let's put them in that
That's interesting.
environment.
Is that right? Then is that a
A
thing?
lot of
then,
the times people will still just go, right, it's 85 yards to the pin. And you're like, well, how much green have you got? And you go, well, I've got 20 yards of green. So people will go, oh, maybe I should use a green. And then they fluff a chip.
Yeah. Okay.
Or they'll just go, well, I've got 85 yards to play with. I'm just going to try and hit 85 yards, not knowing that it's 3 yards past the pin. Well, not embracing that it's 3 yards past the pin.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they'll just look at the number. And that number
Interesting.
is because they practice in that way. For me, the future of golf is to make it more real, to close the gap between practice and play, and give it so that people, we're hiding learning in a game right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So much learning has just happened in the 4 holes which we
Gamification
play.
is a very legitimate way of
Yeah,
people learning, isn't it?
massively,
You know,
yeah.
that's a huge thing. Yeah.
But if we can do that and people fall in love with the game by playing games, but actually learn as a hidden test of it.
I mean, this is your Formula One team simulator that they have for drivers practicing the circuit before they get there. This is what this is. Because obviously they're not going to get the, I mean, the really advanced ones, they do feel the effects of the grip conditions, but the car's moving as they're going, and you can feel the forces and all this kind of stuff. This is what you're doing here, aren't you? It's that Formula One simulator thing.
Exactly. Jacob Monk, who's the head of product at TrackMan for indoor golf, he put it perfectly. He says, we're moving from 2D to 3D.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, 4D is when you start getting fans out and everything like that. But
somebody stood over there with a water gun just,
but
this is great fun.
But it's great to hear people like that now embracing like how we've always seen it.
Yeah.
And not just be, we're the most accurate. Like, that's great. Like you say, like you can go and buy a launch monitor for 300 quid, which might be pretty much as accurate as a TrackMan or a Foresight, and it might be good enough for what level you play at, And then you twin it with some cheap software, and you've got your own sim. Smash it into a net with your monitor here. You don't need a projector screen and everything like that. You can do everything cheap, but that accessibility to technology, sort of coming back to what you were saying, accessibility to technology, because it's advanced so much, the cost to entry is reduced. And because the commercialization of the market, more people are now playing this sport, there's more people, without sounding like a capitalist, if we're increasing the amount of people in the game, we're increasing the market cap of the game, which means there's more money to go around, which means there's more opportunities to us. What we should be thinking is more opportunities for us to make this better, and more enjoyable, and better experience for people to all come together through this amazing sport. There's not many sports you can play from 3 to 103.
Yeah, absolutely.
And by playing it, you're actually going to feel healthier, happier. You're going to spend more time outside. You're going to spend more time with your friends.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's great. I mean, I think, like I said, it's just when we first met, and we're getting on to a year ago now. That ethos of, look, I'm here to make you as a golfer, to make things better for you.
Yeah.
That's what gets me up in the morning to come. And this is just the next step in that, isn't it?
100%.
100%. But it's underpinned by, yes, it's about, it needs to get better because that's going to make you better. So even going, actually, we've got Swing Stage 2 coming along, which is going to do it quicker.
Yeah.
Because then, you're not waiting around for it. Whatever it is, it's just like, let's make that, take all the barriers away. You concentrate on golf.
Yeah.
Concentrate on getting better and improving your experience.
And then it's about reducing the barrier to entry, making it more accessible for people, making it cheaper, so that it doesn't become something which is like only in the elite facilities.
Yeah.
Or only in certain golf facilities, indoor golf centres. It becomes something which, if I'm honest, you could go to your local golf club and you can go, right, we want to put, we're thinking about putting a sim in. Well, put one of these in with TrackMan, put it with TrackMan IO, a swing stage and your sim bay. It's going to cost you about 50 grand. But if you've got 400 members, and you just go, why don't everyone just put 100 quid in for the next 2 years?
Yeah.
It's paid for.
Yeah.
Basically paid for.
Yeah.
You crowdfund these things and have so much better experience.
Yeah.
But also think about what you can rent it out at. It's going to pay for itself in the 2 years, which you're
you'll
going
be
to pay
known
it
for
off
having it in your area, and people are going to come, and people will probably join as a result of it.
Yeah,
You've got
exactly.
access to the actual sim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wowza. Yeah.
Last hole, and then we'll go and revisit some shots.
Okay. Oh, there's one.
There we go. It's a classic.
It's funny now when it happens, because then you're waiting, aren't you? Who's going to say it? Who's going to be the one who's going to say it? I haven't even looked at where I'm going, so it's a bit of a dog leg, isn't it? So I'm going.
Yeah, it's just straight down.
Just straight down over this mound that my.
That's it.
There?
Yeah.
There you go. Right. Okay. Just that. Just do that.
There you go. See it, do it.
Oh, it's gone very right.
Give me a better draw. Come on.
Oh, geez. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I'm doing this.
It was deliberate.
I feel like, in fact, I know what I'm going to do now. I feel like I really need to...
Embrace the slope.
I need to demonstrate this, I think, actually. So I'll wait till it stops moving because it's still not stopped moving.
Going high. It's
Right.
going high.
Right, okay.
Yeah. It's
So-
just big ball above this
I
one.
feel like, you know, it can get lost on the camera, can't it, sometimes? And you
Yeah.
kind of go, well, like, what is this slope actually doing? But I feel like... Like that ball's not going to stop, is it? It's not going to... There's a lot of friction here, by the way. These are
there is.
quite...
I mean, the turf which we use is designed to be able to deal with these sorts of slopes.
Yeah, it's not sticking there at all. So, yeah, I think that's... If you're practicing this... I'll just place it now. I put some Benny Hill music over
you
this
go.
when I'm doing it. But, like, you can't... You've always got to, like, push it in to settle it.
Mm.
I mean, there's your meaningful practice right there, isn't it?
But that's it. Yeah. I mean, this is what you're going to experience on the course.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I'm glad I've been doing this to try and
This is going to
show everyone.
It's going to get you dialed in.
Right, I think I'm just going to hit a trusty 7. And I think my aim is to try and drop it sort of there-ish, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm in rough. So I'm going to go a little bit... In fact, I'm going to go at the flag because the ball should naturally come round a bit.
Yeah, I love it.
So if
There's
I
a
go at
lot
the
of
flag-
space front left of the green. If I was going to draw like red, amber, green
Yeah,
in terms of spaces to lead
it's
the
a safe
ball,
zone, isn't
that's
it?
a safe zone, man.
Yeah, so at the flag on this ridiculous slope. Yeah. Right. A little bit. I mean, that is significantly above my feet there.
Hmm.
But it's a lie that you would have very frequently on a golf course.
Yeah. Gotta go. Gonna have a big downhill next.
But again, you know,
It's all
it's all been well thought out. So this is the funny thing. So I remember we went to play somewhere, and somebody, somebody thought, oh, how do you deal with it if you can turn up at a top 100 golf course and you're playing off mats? I was like, I'm in the rough so much that it's very rare that I'll
Doesn't
need the
matter.
mats. It doesn't really matter to me. But I mean, look at this, yeah. So what are we on here?
So we've got a-
79 yards, are we saying?
Yeah,
Well,
big downhill, plenty of green, a lot of green to work with. You've got like
plenty to work with. I bet this ball won't even...
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Just about. I need to move it a bit more.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right, so it's going to shoot out a bit. I think I could probably, if it's going to shoot out, basically I've de-lofted my club here, haven't I? That's what I'm doing. So I could probably play, this is my 101 yarder again. I'll probably play like a little punchy 3/4, and that might just put a little bit of spin on it to stop it. What do you think? What do you think, Caddy?
I think use the slope. What's the slope going to do?
Well, it's going to, this here is going to shoot it out, isn't it?
Yeah,
Because it's
so
low.
It's de-lofting the club,
Totally
which
de-lofted
means
the club.
that the trajectory, the launch is going to come out low.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've got loads of green.
just let it run out.
That's it.
Just a bump
let
and
it
run.
do what it wants to do.
Bump
Don't
and run.
fight it. There you go. Let's go full links.
Let's get the putter on it. Maybe not
Stuck it in
that
the
low.
bunker.
I just didn't hit it there, did I? At
That's
all.
it. That's what it was. Just committing to that shot.
Yeah. Right, so I'm in the sand, my arch nemesis. So it's just a sand shot here.
That's it. 50 yards.
Oh,
Hit the edge of the bunker.
of course I did. This is really realistic, you know. That's exactly what would happen.
Is this what happened at Carnoustie?
This is what happened at Carnoustie. Oh, you've seen? Oh. I'm never going to escape that. Finally out of the bunker at the third attempt. And I'm in some deep, no, not deep rough, I'm in rough.
Yep.
Got 50 yards to the pin, plenty of green to work with. Just need to get a good pinchy contact on this, and it should just roll out, I think.
Yeah.
Right, but again, it can feel the slope here. So a little bit, it'll come out a little bit low. I've not hit that enough, have I?
It's right.
It'll do. It's on the green. Anything on the green is a good result. Amazing. And it's setting itself up for the next tee. What a wonderful bit of kit.
There you go.
Yeah.
But it's then also like, let's look at your tendencies.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's look at, right, off a draw slope, you play this sort of shot. Everyone says, oh, off a ball above, it's a draw.
But is that actually going to happen?
But also, what's the distance change?
Yeah.
So what you'll find
your swing mechanics might suddenly subconsciously change as well on a slope.
100%.
So
imagine if you were running on grass and then you ran onto concrete, your running style's going to change. If then you ran onto gravel, it's going to change again.
Yeah.
If you ran onto ice, it's going to change again. You change naturally based on how you interact with the environment.
Because it is interesting you say that. I have found previously, and it's happened quite a lot, when the whole like, oh, you're told, right, ball above your feet, and it's going to naturally, it doesn't always.
No.
In fact, it very rarely happens. If it happens, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, that's exactly what it's supposed to do. But I don't know, maybe there is something I'm doing in my head to like counter that or throwing the hands at it. I don't know what it is,
but this is the thing, because you're doing it in isolation.
Yeah, one shot at a time, and
you're not getting enough feedback for you to actually understand what's actually happening. You're not developing the awareness, and through that, you're not developing the understanding of what's happening.
Yeah.
But if we took you onto those slopes, practice those slopes, and you got your TrackMan data, and you can see, oh, actually, what's happening with my club path? What's happening with my face angle?
Right.
Actually, when I'm on those slopes, am I blocking it, or am I naturally fading it and holding it off, or actually? And also, then there's the extra layer is what changes in distance. So a downhill, like a ball below feet, people say, oh, it'll hit a fade. But if I said you hit a fade longer or shorter?
Shorter, usually.
But if I put you on that sort of slope.
Oh, on that slope, right.
But
okay.
then,
I don't know. Yeah.
Exactly. So what you'll actually find is if I put you on that sort of slope, you'll actually get onto the ball more, which means you're putting more force into the golf ball, which means you'll actually probably hit a further
interesting
off a ball below feet than if it was ball above feet, which people say, oh, if you hit a draw, it goes further.
It's all just clicked, It's all just clicked, that bit where you said about we're pigeonholing people into certain categories and this is what should happen.
Yeah.
Versus, no, this is what you actually do. And I remember when we first had our chat a year ago and you said, you used a very similar analogy about running. And you're like, stick a human being into something, so you've got to just do it once. They'll make the adjustment themselves subconsciously. But we're saying to people, ball above your feet, choke down, the ball will naturally head out. But that's assuming everything stays consistent. You haven't changed anything. But if your body is naturally making a decision to go, oh, I am on that slope, so however you're doing it, whatever it is, you might be leaving the club face open or whatever, you've adjusted for that. So you could aim straight because you're not going to get that movement
100%.
right to left.
So I know, based on how I swing a golf club, that on a fade slope, I basically hit it straight.
Interesting.
Because I'm a drawer of the golf ball.
Yeah, that's your natural shape.
It's a natural shape, but how I swing it, how I've sort of developed my swing, over all the years.
That's amazing.
So I just basically play, unless it's really severe, I play a straight shot, or I'd have to or what I do is, what we'll talk about here is, can I use the slope to be able to create the shape?
Yeah.
So I'll purposely set myself up to embrace the slope.
Yeah.
Rather than trying to stay neutral to it.
Yeah.
But that's through awareness. That's through me playing golf for a long time and having access to this sort of technology and this technology.
Yeah, that's what's giving you that awareness.
And that's developed that awareness and that understanding that I can then go and commit that onto a golf course and go, right, let's just play straight at the pin.
But you do that on a golf course, and you're doing, like, say, you're doing it once every so often. So let's say in a round, you might do it 3 or 4 times where a ball's above your feet and you're aiming to the right, expecting it to come out, and you send it out right. And you might do that 4 times, but each time you're doing it, in your head, you're thinking, it's supposed to have done that, so I must have played that shot poorly. Oh, right, I'm annoyed at myself now. but that bleeds into the next couple of shots, doesn't it? Which can bleed into the next couple of holes, which then changes your perception of your golf. Whereas what you're saying now is your natural play could be that off that, you aim straight because it is going to go straight. That's just how you play it because your body's made those and your brain has made those adjustments. So when you go on a course, don't think about aiming it to the right. Just go at the target that you're going for, and then you're going to end up where you're going, and that feeds into the rest of your game positively.
100%. It's about understanding who you are.
Yeah. So actually, even your average recreational golfer would hugely benefit from learning about their game on this.
Yeah, it's confidence in context.
Yeah,
because you're developing that competence on the course or on a realistic experience of the course.
Yeah, it truly is. You know this, and people watching, listening will know this as well. But it truly is a game changing mindset shift. This you have literally just gone from I'm trying to do everything. I mean, I suppose people like Scotty Scheffler have brought about more awareness of swing your own swing and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, what do you actually do on a course in certain conditions? That's what you need to carry forward. So somebody could say to you, "Oh, you're aiming a little bit right there. You need to be, whichever way the slope is going."
So this is all about developing awareness of you as a golfer, so you can go and enjoy it. So you can go and play your game.
Yeah, understand your own game.
We're not playing swing anymore. We're playing golf.
Yeah. As we're going.
Yeah. Think about me just throwing you my phone.
You took a big risk there, Will. But yeah, I know what you mean. You pick it up straight away, don't you?
You're picking up the perceptual information.
Yeah.
You're using something which is called tau, which is the closing gap between you and an object. So if a baseball coming at you, you're not thinking about how big that thing is. Your body's working that out. It's a gap closure thing.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about where your elbows are for you to be able to do that.
No.
You're not thinking about how heavy is that object. That information is what we call direct information. It's direct perception. So in the sense that when you see something, you know what it is. We've totally flipped the way in which we should learn this sport and learn most sports the wrong way around.
I'm fascinated by it. I really am now fascinated by this because I'm now, while you're talking, Will, I'm thinking back to all the times I've been on, and I would probably say it's that ball above my feet lie. All the times I've aimed out right and I've sent the ball out right and it's never come back in. And it's so many times, and you just finish and you just go, why? Why has the natural thing not happened with the ball that should inverted commas happen? I feel like I'm having a eureka moment with that, and that is maybe my tendency is I've made that adjustment already, and I can go a bit more towards the target. Then there's one change I'm going to take in straight away. Boom. How good is that?
Wow.
How good is that?
So cool.
In what, an hour?
Yeah, I mean,
and only really probably doing 3 or 4.
That's us talking and stopping and starting. If you,
we've just done a playing lesson, haven't we? Essentially, we've done a gun out on course and done a playing lesson.
Yeah,
but just in a set hour, whatever. And you
if
can
we
look
were
at the numbers.
If we were going at a pace which wasn't on a podcast and we weren't worried about anything, and it was just me and you, we would have got them 5 holes done in maybe 15 minutes,
Correct.
20 minutes, which means we could be jumping into revisiting different things a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Which means that then you'd be walking out not only in the revelation which you had right now, but we could solve that problem and understand why.
Yeah.
So I can show you, right, what's your path? What is it doing on this slope? How are you adapting?
And like I said, what distances are you losing, gaining, whatever it is that you can then take onto the course.
That's it. You've got a strategy you can take onto the course.
Yeah.
Instead of just going, my 7-iron is 150 club, you can go, well, off this slope, I know it's going to be anywhere between, on a downhill slope, it's going to be more like a 160 club. On an uphill slope, it's going to be more of a 140 club. Off a draw slope, it's going to be more of a 145 club. On a phase slope, it might be a 155 club.
Yeah.
So you create this matrix around one club based on slopes.
Yeah.
And that's without even starting to layer in what's the lie like, where's the pin position, what part of the round am I in? I'm at the start of my round where I'm feeling full of beans because I've just had a coffee and my bacon sandwich, or later in the round where it's 4.5 hours and we're still on the 15th tee.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to lose my energy and get sapped. It's developing that awareness.
Yeah, and I feel like if you know this about your game, I feel like you do get more enjoyment out of it because you're almost reducing your your errors, aren't you, out there? Which means you're probably going to shoot better scores, which is going to make you feel better about your golf. But also, it's going where you think it's going to go.
Yeah.
And ultimately, my level, I'm a 17 handicap. Like, my objective is I want to get round unscathed and enjoy my round, and that's it.
Yeah.
If I get a good score in that, fantastic. But if I get a good score, in fact, I'm ecstatic at that point. It's like the best thing I've ever done. But yeah, like, to have that information, what a wonderful. You could spend. I reckon if you could get every golfer on this for 15 minutes, I would hazard a guess you'd be stacked with orders.
Yeah.
Because they'll just go, I need one. Like, this has to happen, or they'll be petitioning clubs to get it, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because the value you're getting out of this is almost untold, isn't it? What's the price on knowing your game inside out so you can enjoy your golf better? So that was my live playing lesson with Will from Zen Golf. I hope you enjoyed that. If you haven't watched it, or you're on the audio version at the minute, please get onto the YouTube version. There's the full rundown of the playing lesson. In the audio version, I've just got the Q&A that I've done with Will, where I do pick up quite a lot of information, but I think it's worth doing as a twofer, because we're not going to go into full explanations on the video version. So watch and listen to this one. It's well worth doing.